So now y'all saying y'all done with the 90s now. Ha, yeah, right. Let's talk about it. Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Skinny Hardaway, and this is another episode of Retro Heat Check, checking in for the real hoop heads out there. Man, once again, we're on the road to 20 subscribers. I'm sitting at 16, so I need 4 more until we reach this next goal. So continue to like, share, subscribe, take a chance on your boy. I definitely appreciate all those who have. Man, it like I keep saying, man, we're grinding one day at a time, one video at a time, one subscriber at a time. Like I always also say, like I also say, that Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will this channel. But like I said, we're gonna keep our head down. We're gonna keep grinding, and one day we're gonna reach wherever we're gonna reach. We're gonna go as far as we can go with this. Like I said, man, definitely appreciate all those who taking a chance on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a newer content creator, and I'm definitely humbled by you know what I'm saying, by the love that I have. And say my piece, man. Say my part, man. So all respect, love, and all that to you, my brother. Always, man, always, no doubt. Also, gotta give shout outs to other guys like Angry Old Hoops, Uncut Hoops, Uncommon Sense, Too Raw for Sports, Scap Attack. Michael Jordan fans are the best. You feel me? There's so many, there's so many out there that are standing up, you know what I'm saying, standing strong, you know what I'm saying, and continue to kill these narratives and all the bullshit that's going on, you know what I'm saying, as far as NBA hoop talk. You know, it's a shame. It's a shame that we got to do it, but you know what I'm saying, it just got too much in this era. This era got they got a little too far out with the shit talking. You know what I'm saying? We gotta reel it back in. We gotta put boots on neck. We gotta put feet on neck. You know what I'm saying? We gotta educate and steer these guys the right way with the truth, because the truth is on our side. You feel me? So with that being said, man, we're just gonna just go right into it, man. Go right into it. Over the weekend, man. Over the weekend, very, just a dumb fucking. That's the only way I can say it. It was just a dumbass fucking thread over the weekend. It was trending this week. We done with the 90s shit. It is just a bunch of. It was just basically just another cry for help for these fanboys out here. It's just sad. It's just sad. It's like what depths, what links will you guys go to try to uphold this whack ass air and your trash ass king? Your boy got 40K and nobody gave a damn. And this is just another attempt to try to uplift LeBron while disrespecting the 90s. And then I guess this tactic, this time the tactic was, oh, let's grab a couple clips. Let's grab a couple clips of Michael Jordan allegedly not going left. And let's just say he doesn't have a left hand, but then within hours, that whole idea was debunked because there's footage, there's hours of footage of Michael Jordan with a plethora of moves that he finished with the left hand, starting off with the left hand, going left. You know what I'm saying? Left hand finishes here and there, always. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, the closest thing to basketball perfection that we will ever see. There was nowhere on the court that he could not go. There was nowhere on the court that he could not score from. Right hand, right side, left side. You know what I'm saying? Contested, wide open. It don't matter. Michael Jordan was going to get that bucket. You feel me? And this was just a sorry attempt. I don't know. I don't know who came up with this idea, but I did see plenty of videos with a bunch of pencil neck geeks sitting up here trying to talk down on Michael Jordan. And I'm looking at these dudes. I'm like, bro, can you even hoop? If you came to the gym, man, you are not getting picked. And if you getting picked, man, you look like the dude that's gonna get abused on the court, man. All ISOs, bro. Whoever's guarding you, bro, is gonna be all ISO. That's how I look at a lot of these dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes just basically exposing themselves as fanboys, exposing themselves as not having any basketball knowledge, exposing themselves as being emotional. You know what I'm saying? Just being emotional as kids. That's basically all that these guys are. They're just children. These are children's tactics. You know what I'm saying? Let's put up some videos where Michael Jordan makes mistakes and let's just paint the whole air like that. Come on, man. Knowing that the numbers was there. The numbers don't lie. The most viewed era in NBA history is the 90s. Thanks to Michael Jordan. But not only was it Michael Jordan, but there was a plethora of NBA players that were true superstars, that were true sportsmen, true competitors. You know what I'm saying? And they helped raise the league's standards, helped raise the league's profile to the point where it became global, to the point where the NBA, especially after the Olympics, literally had the world in a chokehold because the game was so vibrant. The game was so intense. The rivalries were real. You know what I'm saying? Detroit really did not like Chicago. Chicago really did not like New York. New York really did not like Miami. You feel me? And so forth and so forth and so forth. Indiana, you know what I'm saying? They were really out here banging. They was out here banging on the west. On the west, you had Houston. You have Phoenix, San Antonio, Seattle, Denver. You feel me? It was just Utah. It was so Portland. It was just the league had such a balance. It had such a balance back then, and superstars everywhere. And these guys weren't crying about a 65 game minimum. These guys were trying to give you the whole 82. Excuse me. They were trying to play the whole 82. If a guy only plays 65 games in a season, back then you knew, like, dang, he was really hurt. He was hurt. But he wasn't hurt enough to miss the season. He came back and put in his work. You feel me? Like, this was a league in which it was tough. You had to have heart. You had to have heart to get knocked down by Anthony Mason or Charles Oakley or Dale Davis or Antonio Davis or Rick Mahorn. You know what I'm saying? A Bill Laimbeer, and then to get up and do it again like a Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You had guys like Karl Malone, John Stockton, who were a well-oiled machine for years in Utah. Never missed the playoffs. Never missed the playoffs as a duo in Utah. Never missed the playoffs. You feel me? Consistency. San Antonio with David Robinson, and then later on added on towards the end of the decade, Tim Duncan. Consistency. You feel me? And Tim Duncan was able to take that on into the 2000s. It became a monster in that era. Another era led by Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? But back to the 90s, where you had guys like Clyde Drexler, Charles Barkley. You had guys like Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill. You feel me? A young Jason Kidd. You feel me? Gary Payton, Shawn Kemp. You know, it's like so many superstars, so many Reggie Miller, too many stars to name. And these guys really gave it their all every night, night in, night out, to really give the fans their money's worth. When you see these guys get paid, you knew that these guys that these guys had earned their keep. Definitely, definitely not like these soft boys of today, not like this pussified air that we got right now, where these guys are crying about 65 game minimums. These guys are crying for calls. These guys are flopping on the ground. These guys are sitting up here charging, fouling, traveling. James Harden with the step back three, travel. You feel me? LeBron James with a head full of steam, head down, shoulders down, forearm out, pushing, ready to push, stumbling, rumbling, bumbling, and still fuck around, miss the layup. And that's your king. That's your king. That's Mr. 40K, right? Right. Still shooting in the 30s. Still shooting around 37% for his career. Can't do shit outside of 3 feet. Still no bag. Can only shoot threes sparingly. He does a little. Let me look at the ball and then shoot. Like, what was that? Like, what is that supposed to be? Is that considered your bag? And the fanboys sitting up there falling and flailing and flapping all over each other, man. Like this is something to behold. Like this is something that we ain't like this is something that we ain't never seen before, and this is the highest heights. You're right. We ain't never seen this before. We never seen such pussified action on a basketball court ever. Cause we grew up where it was real. Where you when you go down to the paint, there was no easy layups. There was no layup rules. You had big men like Hakeem and Dikembe Mutombo waiting on you in the paint. Alonzo Mourning waiting on you in the paint, ready to throw your shot right back at your motherfucking face. You feel me? You had guards like John Stockton, Kevin Johnson, Gary Payton, Jason Kidd. You feel me? Who you know, who ran the floor, real floor generals, Mookie Blaylock. You feel me? Real floor generals. Shit, even Muggsy Bogues, Rod Strickland. Come on, man. Sharif Abdul-Rahim. You know what I'm saying? A talented big man in the 90s. You feel me? You had Chris Jackson, who would be Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. You feel me? He was Steph before Steph. In the 90s, where there was no space to just run around, just do whatever. You had to earn every single basket. You had to earn it. You get knocked down on the floor, you get your ass back up. You may get up fighting, you may get up ready to swing on somebody, but you got up. There was no crying. There was no when the fans are sitting up here taunting you. There is no running over to NBA security or the referee telling them to get out. No, these guys took it and they smiled because they were trying to not only beat the team, they were trying to shut that fan up. They were trying to shut the fans up, straight up. Like Reggie Miller. That's why Reggie Miller is vilified yet respected in New York. Because he took the slings and arrows that Madison Square Garden gave him, and guess what he was doing? Giving them buckets, giving them hell. That's what the 90s was about. The 90s was about toughness, was about grit, was about heart, was about perseverance, bouncing back. Sticking 10 toes down in the same city for decades, for years, trying to strive to win a championship. Unfortunately for many in the 90s, though, they was in Michael Jordan's era, and Michael Jordan reigned supreme, period. But not only did Michael Jordan reign supreme, Michael Jordan was able to really give true professionalism, true empowerment to these players. Shout out once again to Sports and Fitness Rants for that point. You feel me? Real empowerment. Like when Michael Jordan told Charles Barkley, only take a small fraction of what Nike's paying you, and then get the rest of it in stocks. Now Charles Barkley will never have to worry about money again, man. He got money in Nike, bro, and that money's good, and that money is good. That money is good, beyond good. That is just a small example of the power of Michael Jordan. You feel me? And y'all sitting up here trying to disrespect this dude. This dude gave your whole league life. sitting up here crying. Y'all sitting up here trying to make the case for LeBron James while meanwhile disrespecting Michael Jordan. That's not gonna work, bruh. It's not gonna work. Michael Jordan, the facts remain, he's the greatest player of all time. The facts remain, the 90s is the most watched era in NBA history. The fact remains, the 90s was the highest height of the NBA. Today's league is at the lowest. So you can't even sit up here and say, it was like, what can you say? What can you say? When you heard dun, 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 that meant shut the fuck up, go in the house, sit down, real hoop is on TV. Today, we catch the highlights. We can skip a game. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see 149 to 147. No defense. Basically a glorified layup line. No defense. No defenders. Just threes, layups, and dunks. That's it. No variety. The game, this league is boring. But yet and still you guys want to sit there and talk about the 90s? Where they actually had real defense, real offense. Teams had different personalities. Teams had different styles. Shit, hell, conferences had styles. Because the East was rough. It was rough and tumble. Out West, it was more run and gun. But it still made captivating TV. People still watched because they knew that what they were getting, the product that they were getting, these players were giving you 100%. The product was real. The product was true. You had guys with nicknames like the Mailman, like the Rain Man, Round Mounder Rebound. You want to know what the top power forward's nickname is today? Street Clothes. Yeah, Street Clothes. And you better not say that out loud. He may use that as grounds for a mental health day. And run to the internet and telling him, I'm a grown man, please, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man. You can't be disrespecting me like that. You know what I'm saying? All this. These guys ain't even worried about the game. These guys are worried about, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much did all that they could to get to the league, to get to that point. And then once they got there, all they was worried about was buying some fruity-ass designer gear, you know what I'm saying? And trying to see what washed up, used up Instagram thought. What rapper leftovers that they can smash on. That's what these guys are about. That's what these guys are about. That's what that, you know what I'm saying? They're not even about the game. You know what I'm saying? You got Ben Simmons more worried about going one-on-one with Devin Booker for the love of some Kardashian Jenner chick versus him going one-on-one with an actual opponent out there on the court. This dude ain't played ball in years. This dude's supposed to be the next big thing, the next LeBron allegedly. Yeah, he the next LeBron, all right. He definitely is the next LeBron. He definitely is. He's the next one to get on my motherfucking nerves. Just like LeBron James. Just like most of this air. It's sickening. It's sickening that we got these young emotional ass, jealous ass kids sitting up here trying to disrespect what was built. You trying to disrespect the guys who pretty much put the money in your pockets of today's players. They put the money in today's players' pockets. They gave the sacrifice. They did it. They put the league on their shoulders and they carried it to higher heights, led by Michael Jordan. But now we got guys like Kawhi Leonard, Mr. Load Management. You got James Harden, you know what I'm saying, getting fat in the offseason, eating chicken wings and chasing strippers, and then he got to come back and try it all over again, to lose weight. And if the team tells him too many times that he's fat, he's gonna ask for a fucking trade. Just like LeBron showed, and it keeps continuing on. That's one of the things I hate about this era. When times get hard, quit, run, ask for a trade, go to another team, team up with your buddies. There is no competitiveness. And you guys are talking about the 90s, where it was damn near a blood sport out there. It wasn't for, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't for the softies. What for these soft ass kids? They talk about this player can make it in the 90s. This player can make it in the 90s. No, they can't. No, they cannot. No, they cannot. They're petulant. They're brats. They're brats. They're children. Their mentality is small. They shrink. They shrink in the face of adversity. You could not survive the 90s with that mentality. And it's a shame that these kids today are really trying to amp this shit up and trying to make it seem like this era today is greater than the 90s. The numbers are in our favor. And when the smoke clears and is when it's all said and done and history is laid down, this era will not be looked at in a favorable light. This will be looked at as the worst era in NBA history, led by LeBron James. And carried on and perpetuated by you fanboys. And just the crap that you guys are trying to pull week after week after week after week. You are not going to win this battle. You are fighting a losing battle. Michael Jordan is hands down unequivocally the GOAT. There is no equal to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan meant too much to the game on and off the court for y'all little punks to keep disrespecting him. And it's a shame, but it's cool because you got guys like me, you got guys like the rest of the YouTubers, you got true hoop heads like yourself that are standing up and saying, nah, we're not with it, and continue to do that. And I will continue to do my part, definitely, because for every we're done with the 90s, we should strike back 10 times harder. And we have. So shout outs to all of you guys for sticking up, and letting it be known, man. Like, we're not gonna let that slide. We're not gonna let that ride. It's time for y'all to get your check-in. It's time for a little bit of straightening, and that's what we're here for, to straighten everything out. And with that being said, man, I just really don't have anything else left to say, man. This is just a trash era, and you know, the numbers, the truth, everything is in our favor. The facts are with us. The truth is with us. The numbers are with us. The greatest era ever, the 90s, led by one Michael Jordan, and it's shitting over today's era, led by your fake sorry ass king. And you fanboys ought to be ashamed of yourselves for even putting this trash out into the air. You're exposing yourselves. Continue to keep exposing yourselves because you're making it easy for us, man. You're making it easy. But that being said, man, it's your boy Skinny Hardaway, and this is Retro Heat Check. Checking out once again. Peace. And wear your sneakers.